My name is Mrs. DAVID-KANE, SORBARIKOR. I'm here to present a topic, case study of developing and using multimedia supplementary teaching materials for modern education. Before I start, I would like to, what is multimedia? Multimedia simply means the use of different media to convey information, together with audio, graphics, and animation, often packaged on CD-ROM with links to the internet. Then what is supplementary? Supplementary means additional, adding to supply what is wanted. And what's a modern education? It simply means a pace setter, someone that leads the rest to follow. So in this very topic, case study of developing and using multimedia supplementary teaching material for modern education. As a modern teacher or as a teacher, how do you develop and use multimedia supplementary teaching materials? For example, you are to teach topics like male and female clothing in Nigeria. Sometimes you have to go to the internet. These are my supplementary materials on different subjects. Like in home economics, you can print it out from the internet. You show the children different clothing in Nigeria. Then also, you can also use real objects. For the case of this very little girl, she's representing Yoruba culture, traditional wear. So you can use all these things to develop instructional material for teaching. Then part of, like in computer, you can also print, go to the internet, you print math, maybe like you are teaching subject like clock, teaching them time. You can ask them to draw. Then other things, you can also like part of like fruits, you can draw too. Draw fruit, you show them. These are different types of fruits. Pineapple, orange, then strawberry. These are different types of what? Fruits. Then you can also draw, like this case now, animals. You can also develop it by drawing. As you draw these things, the children will see and they will identify it properly. Another one is what? Cut and paste. You can also cut. Maybe go to the internet, bring out different instructional materials like fruit. This is an apple, banana, watermelon. You can cut it and place. This is how to develop what? Develop what? A multimedia supplementary teaching materials. Then you can also, like highway code, you can also cut, you place. The children will identify and they will know exactly what you are trying to let them to know. So these also are footwears. You can develop your multimedia supplementary teaching materials. Like in home economics, you want to teach them footwears, you can do it. You can show them, develop it, ask them to go home and develop it. And they can bring it to the class and you can use it to teach them for proper what? Identification. Then the topic I want to use now is, then another one is molding. You can mold. Ask them to go home, they will mold. Or they mold and bring to the class, use to teach them. It will bring what? To make them to identify whatever thing you are saying properly. Then this is what? A sound tray, basic science. Let's say the effect of wind erosion. This, you can bring this sound tray to the class. You can bring it to the classroom. Then this another sound tray. You can bring it to the classroom. Then you can also bring this. Go to the internet. And then you print. You print this, then you place it on the board. for the children to do what? Identify. This, I've gone to the internet to print all these things. These are what? Print out from the internet. You can ask them. Take values there. So now you see this very particular one now. This is another sound tree. This sound tree, you can see this represent trees. Trees and then stones all around. Then let me use this blower too. If you continue blowing it, what can you see? Instead of particles of sand to fall out, nothing comes out. That shows that the areas where there are enough coverings like trees or stones, the effect of wind erosion is what? Minimal. The effect is minimal. So, unlike the other one that I showed, the effect of wind erosion is not minimal, it's much, because there are no much covering. So these are the ways. As you teach this to a child, the child goes home and then try. Sometimes they can do it on their own, and that makes them to identify whatever topic you are teaching properly. So these are the ways you can develop teaching materials in the modern education. So what are the objectives of this very topic now? Number one, using more supplementary teaching materials. They are important because they can significantly increase students' achievements by supporting student learning. Number two, the process is the learning process by allowing the student to explore the knowledge independently, as well as providing repetition. As I said, the children can go home and they can do it on their own. As they are doing it, they are learning. So it's very, very important for us to do what? Develop and use multimedia supplementary teaching materials for modern education. It helps for proper identification, and also the relationship between the learners and the teachers is cordial. They will be happy. As if this is done in the class, I'll call the children, they will come around, they will be doing it, and that makes them happy. And it also makes the children to be friendly to each other. So these are the ways you can develop and then use multimedia supplementary teaching materials in the class to aid learning. So now from this erosion I've already treated now, you can tell them, go home, plant more trees. Don't make sure that you are in the environment you are living or your compound is you plant trees to do what? To minimize the effect of wind erosion. So with this, we can see that it is very, very necessary. Look at the pictures here. These are the effects of wind erosion. Look at the sound. Every day in, day out, wind continues to blow, and you can see the effects. Then you can also see this very place again. See valleys around. Then here too, the same thing. But where there are grasses, you cannot see them. It's not. Look at this very picture. This one, because of enough grasses, you cannot. The effect is minimal. But here, the effect is much because there are no vegetation, no much trees on it. So the children should be able to use all this at home, and then they will learn faster. The teachers too, they should be able to have time, because all this consumes time. Create out time to go out and source for all these materials for the children to learn effectively. Thank you.